The wedding music is ready. The guests are smiling. Amy is about to say, "I do." But one secret kept. Too long will explode in front of everyone and turn this perfect day into the most painful moment Heartland has ever seen. The morning sun rises gently over Heartland Ranch, bathing the fields in soft golden light. Everything looks calm, beautiful, and full of hope. Today is supposed to be one of the happiest days of Amy's life. The ranch is decorated with simple white flowers, wooden chairs, and quiet love in every corner. Family and friends arrive with smiles, laughter, and warm hugs. To everyone watching, this feels like the perfect ending to a long journey. But beneath the joy, something feels wrong. Amy stands in her room, wearing her wedding dress, looking at herself in the mirror. She should be glowing with happiness, yet her smile fades the moment she is alone. Her hands tremble slightly as she touches the fabric. There is a tight feeling in her chest she cannot explain. She tries to breathe, telling herself this is just nerves. Still, her eyes drift to the window, as if her heart is searching for answers that have not yet been spoken. Outside, Ty walks slowly across the yard. He watches the guests gather, hears the soft music playing, and feels the weight of the moment pressing down on him. This should be the day he has dreamed of. But instead of joy, his face is filled with worry. His jaw tightens. His eyes avoid everyone. There is something he knows, something dangerous that could destroy this day if it comes out. Jack notices it from the porch. Jack watches Ty carefully. Years of wisdom tell him when trouble is near. Ty's silence is louder than words. Jack senses that this wedding is standing on fragile ground, like ice about to crack. He wants to say something, but he also knows some choices must be made alone. Meanwhile, Nathan moves through the crowd with confidence. He smiles easily, greeting people, acting like a man with nothing to hide. But every now and then, his eyes flick toward Ty. The smile fades for just a second. Fear flashes across his face, quick, sharp, and telling. Nathan knows something too, and he knows this day could expose him as the ceremony time approaches. The music grows louder, the guests take their seats, and Amy prepares to walk down the aisle. The ranch holds its breath. Love is in the air, but so is truth. And once the first word is spoken, nothing will be able to stop what comes next. Amy sits alone. The room quiet except for her soft breathing. The wedding dress hangs perfectly on her shoulders, but it feels heavier than it should. This moment is supposed to feel magical. Instead, her heart feels restless, like it is trying to tell her something she does not want to hear. She closes her eyes and places a hand over her chest, hoping the feeling will pass. It doesn't. She thinks about how far she has come. All the pain, all the losses, all the times she had to be strong when she felt broken inside. Love was never simple for her. It always came with hard choices and deep scars. Today should be different. Today should be safe. Yet a quiet doubt slips into her thoughts, slow and unwanted. Amy remembers small moments she pushed aside, conversations that ended too quickly, looks that didn't make sense, things about Nathan that never fully added up. She told herself not to question it. She told herself that trust means letting go of fear. But now, standing on the edge of a new life, those ignored thoughts come rushing back. Lou knocks softly and steps into the room. She smiles, but she notices Amy's eyes right away. There is a sadness there, hidden behind calm. Lou asks if she's okay. Amy hesitates before answering. She says she's happy, but her voice lacks strength. Lou squeezes her hand and reminds her that love always feels scary before a big step. Amy nods, wanting to believe that is true. After Lou leaves, Amy looks at the ring waiting beside her. It shines full of promise. She imagines the future she wants: peace, family, healing. But the image flickers. Her thoughts return to Nathan, and a strange sense of unease grows stronger. It feels like a door in her heart that was never fully closed. Outside, the music starts to play. It's almost time. Amy takes one last breath and straightens her shoulders. She decides to trust love, even if fear still lingers. She tells herself that some questions don't need answers today, but her heart knows better. As Amy steps forward, ready to walk toward her future, the doubt stays with her quiet, patient, and waiting, and very soon it will no longer stay silent. Ty stands alone near the edge of the barn, far from the laughter and music. The wood beneath his fingers feels rough and real, grounding him in a moment that already feels like it's slipping away. He stares at the ground, jaw tight, breath slow and heavy. This should be the happiest day of his life. Instead, it feels like the hardest choice he has ever faced. He keeps replaying the same memory in his mind. The night he learned the truth about Nathan, the words spoken in confidence, the proof he never meant to see. At the time, he told himself it wasn't his place to speak. He told himself that protecting Amy meant keeping the peace, but the closer the wedding gets, the more that silence feels like a lie of its own. Ty lifts his head and looks toward the house where Amy is getting ready. A soft smile almost forms, then fades. He loves her too much to let her build a future on something false. Love isn't just about standing beside someone when it's easy. Sometimes it means becoming the person everyone hates so the truth can breathe. Caleb approaches quietly, sensing the storm before Ty says a word. He jokes at first, trying to lighten the mood, but stops when he sees Ty's face. Ty admits he's not sure he can stay quiet anymore. Caleb listens, serious now, and tells him one simple thing. Some truths don't go away just because we ignore them. They grow sharper. From the porch, Jack watches the two men. He sees the weight on Ty's shoulders and understands it without asking. When Ty meets Jack's eyes, there is no judgment. There are only a silent warning. Jack gives a small nod, as if to say, do what's right. Even if it hurts, the wedding music drifts across the yard, gentle and hopeful. Guests are taking their seats. Time is running out. Ty feels it in his chest, like a clock counting down inside him. Every step toward the ceremony feels heavier than the last. He knows what will happen if he speaks. He knows it could shatter the moment, break hearts, and change everything. But he also knows what will happen if he stays silent. Amy will never forgive the lie, especially if she learns the truth later. Ty takes a deep breath. His hands stop shaking. In that quiet second, his choice becomes clear. Whatever happens next, he will not let Amy say her vows in the dark. And with that decision, the calm of the wedding day begins to crack. Nathan moves through the wedding crowd like he belongs at the center of it all. His smile is smooth, practiced, and easy to trust. He shakes hands, laughs at small jokes, and accepts kind words as if they are his right. To anyone watching, he looks relaxed, almost proud. But beneath that calm surface, his thoughts are racing. Every few steps, Nathan's eyes drift toward Ty. He tells himself everything is under control. No one knows what he did. No one has proof that matters. The past is buried, and today is about new beginnings. Still, a tight pressure sits in his chest. He recognizes that look on Ty's face. It's the look of a man carrying something dangerous. Nathan steps away from the crowd and pulls out his phone, pretending to check a message. His hand shakes just enough to give him away. He remembers the choices he made, the corners he cut, and the truth he twisted to protect himself. He told himself it was necessary. He told himself Amy would never find out. Now, standing so close to the moment that could expose him, those lies feel thin. He spots Amy through the window, glowing in her dress. For a brief second, guilt flickers across his face. He pushes it down fast. Regret won't save him now. Control will. Nathan straightens his jacket and forces his smile back into place. A voice interrupts his thoughts. Someone mentions Ty's strange mood. Nathan laughs it off, saying Ty is just nervous like any groom would be. But his eyes stay sharp, watching, waiting. He knows if Ty speaks, everything falls apart. The ceremony chairs are filling. The music grows steady and soft. Time is slipping away, and Nathan feels it. He tells himself that once the vows are spoken, it will be too late. Once Amy commits, the truth won't matter anymore. But deep down, Nathan knows better. Secrets don't disappear. They wait, and today, With the whole family watching, the walls around his lies are starting to close in. One wrong move, one brave word, and the man everyone trusted will finally be seen for who he really is. The guests rise to their feet as the music changes. A soft hush falls over the ranch, gentle and full of emotion. All eyes turn toward the path lined with flowers. This is the moment everyone has been waiting for. The moment meant to seal love forever. Amy steps forward. She walks slowly, her eyes shining, her face calm but thoughtful. Each step down the aisle feels heavy, as if the ground itself knows what is coming. She smiles at familiar faces, at people who helped raise her, protect her, and love her through every storm. This is her home. This is where she believes her future will begin. Ty stands at the front, watching her approach. His heart pounds so loudly, he's sure someone can hear it. She looks beautiful, strong, hopeful, and that makes his silence hurt even more. His hands are clenched at his sides, his body frozen between love and truth. The officiant begins to speak. Words about commitment, trust, and honesty floating through the air. Each sentence feels like a test. Trust, honesty, forever. Amy reaches the front and takes her place. She meets Ty's eyes, and for a brief second, everything else fades away. The world feels small, safe. But then, she notices something. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. A shadow passes over her heart. The officiant asks them to face each other. The vows are next. A breeze moves through the trees, lifting Amy's veil slightly. The ranch is silent now. No birds, no whispers. Just waiting. Ty feels the moment slipping through his fingers. If he speaks now, there is no turning back. Nathan shifts his weight, tense but quiet. He believes the silence means victory. He believes the truth will stay buried, but the air feels charged, like lightning before a storm. As the officiant opens his mouth to invite the vows, Ty draws in a sharp breath. His chest tightens. His eyes flick briefly toward Nathan, then back to Amy. This is the last peaceful second they will ever have. And in that fragile pause, the truth prepares to break free, just as the officiant begins to speak. The single word cuts through the quiet like a sharp crack of thunder. Gasps ripple through the guests. The music stops. Amy turns toward Ty, her eyes wide with confusion and fear. This is not how today is supposed to go. Ty's hands shake, but his voice doesn't. He looks at Amy first, not the crowd, not Nathan. "I'm sorry," he says softly, "but I can't let this continue." Amy's heart pounds. She searches his face, trying to understand. "Ty, what are you doing?" Her voice is barely a whisper, but it carries pain already. Ty swallows hard and turns toward Nathan. The shift is clear. This is no longer about vows. This is about truth. "There's something everyone here needs to know," Ty says. "Something that's been hidden for a long time." A wave of shock moves through the crowd. Jack stiffens. Lou covers her mouth. Nathan's smile disappears completely. Nathan steps forward quickly, forcing a laugh. "This isn't the time," he says, his voice tight. "Whatever this is, we can talk later." Ty doesn't back down. "No," he says firmly. "Later is why this went on for so long." He takes a breath and speaks the truth Nathan worked so hard to bury. He tells them about the lies, the deals, the moments where Nathan chose himself over everyone else. Each word lands heavy. Each sentence pulls the ground out from under Nathan's feet. Amy feels dizzy. Her world tilts as the truth reaches her, piece by piece. She shakes her head, unable to accept it. "That's not true," she says, but her voice breaks. She looks at Nathan, begging him to deny it. Nathan opens his mouth, but no words come. The silence says everything. Ty's voice softens as he looks back at Amy. "I didn't want to do this," he says. "But I love you too much to let you build a future on a lie. No, the wedding is no longer a wedding. It's a reckoning, and in front of everyone she loves." Amy realizes the life she was about to promise herself to was never real at all. The silence after Ty's words feels endless. No one moves. No one speaks. The wind passes through the trees, gentle and uncaring, as if the ranch itself is watching what comes next. Amy stands frozen, her hands cold, her heart pounding so hard it hurts. She turns fully toward Nathan now. Her eyes search his face, desperate for an answer that will make this stop hurting. "Tell me he's wrong," she says quietly. "Please." Nathan looks around, seeing the judgment, the shock, the disappointment on every face. He opens his mouth, then closes it again. His shoulders sag. In that single moment, the confident man disappears. What remains is someone cornered by his own lies. "I didn't mean for it to go this far," Nathan finally says. His voice is weak. "I thought I could fix it." And that's when Amy breaks. A sharp breath escapes her, half sob, half disbelief. She steps back as if the ground beneath her has cracked open. Every promise she believed in shatters all at once. "You let me stand here," she says, her voice shaking, knowing all of this. Nathan can't answer. He doesn't need to. Amy pulls the ring from her finger and closes her hand around it. The sound of the metal against her skin feels louder than the gasps around her. "This wedding is over," she says. Not angry, just broken. Final, Ty takes a step toward her, unsure if he's allowed. "Amy, I'm so sorry," he says. "I should have told you sooner." She looks at him, tears in her eyes. "You should have," she says honestly. "But thank you for telling me at all. It hurts more than anger ever could." Jack steps forward, his voice calm but heavy. "Everyone should go home," he says. "This family needs time," no one argues. One by one, the guests leave, the joy they arrived with replaced by shock and sadness. As the ranch grows quiet again, Amy stands alone at the aisle where her future was supposed to begin. Ty watches her from a distance, knowing he did the right thing, but also knowing he may have lost her forever. The truth is out. The lies are gone. But the damage they left behind has only just begun.